Hi everyone, Deb here. This wasn't on my schedule for today, but these both just came in the mail. I'm going to sit this aside and we'll do this after this small little haul that is gifts from my demonstrator. And then we'll open together the Autumn Abundance September 2024 paper pumpkin kit. I believe this is my last kit and I'm not going to renew, even though the holidays are coming up and there's some cool stuff probably coming out. I just have too many boxes and nowhere to put them, and I need to use what I have first. Same goes for other papers and everything. So I'm going to do the small stuff first, get it off my desk. I got another glue, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those besides the one that's open. And I do love their dimensionals the best. They're not as thick as some other ones, like, Dollar Tree or wherever, even other brands, and I like that. They don't bump it up too much. Um, and then these are actually foam. Ooh, I just smeared that. Foam adhesive sheets. I usually write the date on these things on the cardboard, but I put it on the outside for now and it's smeared. Anyway, I can put a piece of tape over that. And I do that so that if I have them in a drawer or something, I go to pull one out. I use the oldest one first. But I don't have any more of these, I don't believe. Pretty sure. I have a roll of stuff, but it's thicker too than these. These are, what's the size on them? 4 and 9/16 by 4 and 3/8 inch squares, sort of square rectangles. They look square. Anyway, you can cut them up in whatever, and I like to use them on larger pieces or larger labels so you don't have to use up so many dimensionals. That's the only way I use them so far. And then I got 2 ribbons. This one, I think this one goes with this paper. This is Blackberry Bliss and Gold. It is 1/2 inch and it's textured ribbon. So I'll bring it up so you can see. It feels really nice. It's not too heavy or too stiff. And I'm not a demonstrator, I'm just telling you what I like. I love this color. It is a nice, it's purple, but it's a nice neutral purple, and I just love it. I have since I used it, years ago, even as a demonstrator. This one is satin ribbon cherry cobbler. I don't believe I got any of the products that went with it, but I have cherry cobbler in other papers. And it's cherry cobbler and gold, and it is satin ribbon, and it's a 1/4 inch. So I like the width of this better for tying bows and things. It's also not super thick, and I think you get, how many yards do you get? Let's see if it tells me on here. 10 yards, and yeah, 10 yards of each. So that's a lot of yardage, right? I have to put pins in them still. And then I got this paper, and actually it's funny, I just saw a video this morning of a demonstrator showing off this whole suite, and this paper is so pretty. I already took it out of the overwrap and put it in my things I use. These are Cropper Hopper, although the packaging now says Storage Studios. It's a paper file, and they come in a pack of 3. And they're a little bit expensive, but they last a long while. It's a good weight plastic, and they're perfect for 12 pieces of stock. I have actually fit larger packs in there, like maybe double or even more. I think I have one that was like a 48 sheet. What do you call those things? The rewards after you have a large order. I don't even know if they still have them anymore, but it was like a 48 pack of 12 by 12, which was yeah. Anyway, I have one of those in there, but it's tight, but I've used some now and it's better. So anyway, you can, but it does not have a gusseted bottom. There was another brand I used to get off Amazon that had a gusseted bottom, and I liked that for that, but last time I went on Amazon, they no longer had them and didn't know when they were coming back. So anyway, let me read you the colors real quick in this. They are Berry Burst, which is, trying to see this color. Okay. Blackberry Bliss, which I already showed you. You can see the difference in the colors there, right? Cherry Cobbler, which I can use this ribbon, both of these ribbons with this one paper. and they go pretty together there. Night of Navy, you can probably guess what that is. Pretty Peacock, which they returned. And I wish, I don't know if I have much ribbon in that. Shaded Spruce, which is like a spruce tree. That's my favorite green of Stampin' Ups, actually, for holidays especially. And Wild Wheat, which I don't have the ink to show you because I don't like the color. I think I do have I have the blends though. It's all right for a fall color. I talked about this when I did the 6x6 paper haul in the last crafty haul video. So that is those. Oops, let me put Berry Burst away. Let me set the ribbon somewhere else for the moment. Okay, so let's go through this paper. So it's 12 sheets, and I think you get 2 of each, yeah. So, ooh, I love this print. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this is the flip side, which is also a floral print, but it's tone on tone. And I'm pretty sure that's Cherry Cobbler, as is that. Beautiful, beautiful paper. This, of course, is the Wild Wheat. And the back is, I'm not sure. I think that's Pretty Peacock. I was debating whether it was Pretty Peacock or Shaded Spruce. I'm going to go with Pretty Peacock. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you later. Oh, and the paper's pretty thick because I thought I was having another one there. I mean, that's not bad as Wild Wheat goes. It's not a bad pattern. I like the pattern. I actually like that piece of paper. It's not my favorite color. If you just have the solid, and it looks lighter there than it does in my view. There, okay. All right, and then this paper is beautiful as well. You know, to be honest with you, when I really like a paper, if I want to do journals with it or something, I might have to get another one sometime. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and this blue. This is so pretty. Now that does not look like Night of Navy. That dark does. But maybe that's... Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see any other blue on here on that paper. But gorgeous nonetheless. And this has a dark color in the background, but I think that's Blackberry Bliss. I love the blue. I don't think it is... Could be Blueberry Bushel. Did I miss one? Hang on. I don't see another blue in here, so I'm not sure. But when we look at the next one, this is more like Night of Navy, right? This dark blue. So, let me bring out Blueberry Bushel. Maybe they forgot to write. Yeah, that looks different though, too. Anyway, let me bring out Night of Navy. I mean, I guess it's Night of Navy in the background, but it's a lighter color on top of it, and they don't list that color. This one, I think, is more, I don't know. I guess it would work with either one, but I don't think the color is true Night of Navy on this. I think it's a little lighter. The flowers, especially, are a little lighter, or white added to them. This is gorgeous. I love this paper. And the back is Berry Burst. This is Berry Burst. Now this paper, yeah, it's Night of Navy in the background. Okay. And then this one looks like Blackberry Bliss and Berry Burst together. Gorgeous. And Pretty Peak. Okay, let me see something. Okay, this first one, this is Shaded Spruce. This is Pretty Peacock, I believe. Yeah, because this has more blue in it, and the Shaded Spruce is more green. So I'm going to say this is Shaded Spruce. This is Pretty Peacock. Pretty close. This is just a little more blue than the other one. But I actually love the purple side on this, and I'm not generally a purple girl, but I've grown to love it. And this one is okay. It's nice for actually the holidays or even fall. And that's that wild wheat again, isn't it? Let me see something. I'll bring out the floral. Yep, wild wheat. So I have the markers, I don't have the ink on that. And that is it. So you get 12 sheets. My favorites are this one with the red on the back. I do like Shaded Spruce and Pretty Peacock. Oops, flip that one over. And that's not even bad, but these two florals and the blue, that one and, oops, where'd it go? And that one are I like blue, you know. They're my favorites. But you can use the backs, mix and match the backs. This, I think this is just gorgeous. That would make a pretty Christmas card without being like flowers in your face kind of thing. Where this one can be for any time of year, in my opinion. It's called Regal Winter, and it's in the current mini catalog at Stampin' Up. If you have a demonstrator or shop online, that's what it's called, Regal Winter. And there's a whole suite, including one of those ribbons. I can't remember which one. I think the Blackberry Bliss one. But yeah. All right, so let me get this off my desk, and I'll come back and we'll open the paper pumpkin. Alrighty, so I took it all out of the box and I took the plastic off just to save some time. And we get an instruction sheet, of course. It's called Autumn Abundance. The colors are Cajun Craze, which is the same, that's the ink spot, Stampin' Spot we got. I always use my larger ones where I have them. Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Night of Navy, Pecan Pie, I love that color, Poppy Parade, yeah, it's okay, Pumpkin Pie, Very Vanilla, which they only have in regular cardstock now, I believe, and not the thick, and Wild Wheat. And there is an add-on, which I did not buy this time because I just didn't, although I've seen somebody die cutting the stamped image out from here with this, and it looks really pretty, but I'm not going to spend $10 or $12 plus shipping or whatever just to get that. So anyway, I could have got it with my last order, but I didn't want to. So let's see. So I read you the colors. Here's what the stamp set has. I do like that they're giving sheets in here that show the stamps, because they're really, when you're doing a video especially, they're hard to see. And so here there's a nice thinking of you, sending autumn wishes your way. I could use that. And with thanks. And then some leaves. A swirly thing that looks like a snail or the top of a mushroom maybe. And it's a snail because here's or a, what do you call those things? Oh, slug? I forget. And then like the branch with the little berries on the ends, and I think that's an oak leaf. I don't know what kind of leaf that is. Anyway, pretty stamp set. I like the sentiments on it. I can use them. So let's just look at all the items. I am not going to make them today because I have something else on my agenda today. We got mini dimensionals this time, which is fine. We got some Cajun Craze squares, and oh, I have my calendar ruler here, so let's just, which is pretty dirty it looks like. Story of my life here. 0 starts there. They're about 3 7/8 square, I think. Yeah, it looks like 3 7/8 inch square. Oh, because we have square cards this time. That's different. And this is wild weed on the inside, and it's down the back, or the front of the envelope only. The back is just very vanilla. That's interesting. We haven't had square cards that I remember, at least not for a while. These are regular A2 envelopes, and they're 2 different patterns. And then the insides are Cajun Craze and Night of Navy. Night of Navy has like more little lines or ridges in it from the printing, I think. This is more solid, and this also has some sort of lines in it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So anyway, that's those. That's the envelopes, and then the other card bases. Oh, these probably go with this, I'm guessing. Huh. I'll have to look at the picture again. I might not be making these as intended, but yeah, those look like they go, oops, with these. One sec. Get my act together. And then we have these. They're kind of unusual colors. Not what I was expecting in this kit. And that looks like copper foiling on there. I don't remember it saying that, but it does. And it's a whole pattern, so I definitely will be cutting this down and probably cutting at least some of these down. And then we have one that's all the center cuts of trees, right? The logs, whatever you want to call them, with copper splatter on. That's huge. Not sure I love that. I like the front part, but I can use it as a background or something. And then we have some cut aparts. It's a mushroom or a snail. That thing on the stamp though was a snail. Okay, that's the back of the snail. All right, we get it now. This is the back of the snail that goes right on the little body like they have it here. Okay, and we have these are all punch outs and a label in Cajun Craze. So there's 3 of those. We got some glue dots and some white labels. Kind of surprised we have white labels with very vanilla cards. And these are sort of rounded. I don't have it punched that shape, but maybe they have one now. I don't know. Anyway. And some greenery, like to go around the circle, and some copper leaves. And the greenery has copper on it too. Now, I can't, did it say Old Olive? No. Oh, maybe that's that wild wheat, but it looks like it has a green in it. Sort of looks like an olive green, so I'm going to go with Old Olive and or Mossy Meadow, perhaps. It doesn't have that on there. Okay, and then here we have crushed curry, Night of Navy. I think this is the wild wheat crushed curry, and then these are Cajun Craze, which I'm guessing, I didn't see any gems, so I'm not sure how they probably go on top of those circles or something too. So there's 4 of those circles with copper foiling. These don't have foiling. This sheet does. And that's it. That is the contents of the September Autumn Abundance Paper Pumpkin Kit. I might make 1 or 2 cards. I'm not really crazy about it for cards, but I probably will use it for journaling or embellishments or something. I don't know. The colors are just, they're okay. I always think bright red and yellow and orange, but I guess, you know, once you do that so many times, you have to get away from it. And like I said, this is not my favorite color. So the patterns are okay. Now let's see, the one that's a square. Yeah, they put the Cajun Craze thing on. See, that looked like red to me, like a cherry. And I kind of wish it was. I wish they had used cherry cobbler. So I might just change it up a little bit. This one's pretty. I like that. This one's okay. I will think of alternatives to do, and they may or may not be cards. Maybe some cards and maybe some other stuff as well. So let me know what you think of this kit this month. Like I said, I mean, you get a good amount of stuff. It's for I think I've been paying $22, including shipping if I get the I prepaid for 6 months, but I'm stopping now for a while, so who knows when I go back. And I do like the stamp set. I do like that. So yeah, I'll play with this in the near future, and along with some of my other stuff, I still have these out from that other paper pumpkin I was using for embellishments on the 11th, if I can get a hold of them. And there you go. All right, guys, that's all for now. Have a wonderful day, and I will be back on Friday on this channel. That's the 20th with Crack the Vault collaboration. And, oh, I'm sorry. And on the 18th, tomorrow, Wednesday, at noon, I'll have my Dahlia Designs Jewelry and More video up for Jewelry Making Fun collab. Okay? Thank you again. Bye for now.